So you need to know how to plant trees? We've planted millions. So I'm here to tell you everything you need to know, the tools, the techniques to get those trees in the ground. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to get involved in one of the largest community tree programs ever. Let's go. This is the kit you'll need: a spade, some canes and some tree guards, tape measure or a measuring stick, some mulch, obviously we need some trees, some water to help the trees establish, some wellies or some sturdy boots, a flask of hot tea, and obviously some willing volunteers if you've got a lot of trees to plant. I like to use a measuring stick that's already measured 2 meters to help me mark out where I put the trees. There are 3 main ways to plant a tree depending on your ground conditions, the climate and how much time you have. Number 1, pit planting. There's a process called screefing where you take the scalp off the top of the turf and you literally need to dig a hole. So it's a good idea to rough up the bottom of the hole because that helps the roots connect and it also aids drainage. And you need to make sure that the tree has all its roots under the ground level. The top of the roots is level with the top of the soil. It's a good idea to insert the cane now when you can see where the roots are. This avoids damaging the roots when the soil's back in the hole. And the next thing to do is fill it back in. And now I'm going to gently firm all that soil back around the tree with the heel of my shoe. Give the tree a little tug to make sure it's nice and firm, and that's a tree planted. Number 2, slot planting. The reason you might want to choose slot planting is if you have any particularly stony ground, because it tends to be easier and a very quick way of planting. And for this, you simply dig down with your spade, probably about half the spade's depth, and move that backwards and forwards. So I'm going to insert the tree, making sure all the roots are nicely into that gap and that the tree roots are all going to be level with the surface. Again, I'm going to put the cane in before I heel all the soil back in and then just gently firm that back together. And there you go. Number 3, T-notch planting. You create a slot in the ground, very much like you did with the slot planting. So you place a spade to create a capital T. And when you lift that back, you create a nice big space underneath those 2 turfs where the roots can go. So I'm going to place the roots of the tree in the space that I've just made and gently lower all that turf back into place. Now you can put your cane in, and there you go. You don't have to use tree guards, but we are doing in this case. If you have a problem with small mammals or deer, it's very sensible. Dispose of these responsibly or reuse them in future to make sure you don't leave litter in the environment. Adding a good layer of mulch at this stage provides some insulation and moisture retention for the tree roots. Keeping the mulch away from the base prevents any damp or mould building up on the tree. This mulch acts as a weed suppressant, it retains moisture and it provides nutrients for the tree as it grows. A good drink of water at this stage will give the tree a great start, but the reason we plant trees of this size is that they're quick to establish, there's less CO2 in the supply chain and they get their roots straight into the water table. So this tree's got a brilliant chance of survival. And that's the job done. Now that you know how to plant trees, if you want to get involved with our huge community tree planting campaign, click on the link and get your free trees from TCV.